Pedagotech Episode 2. Welcome to Pedagotech for English Teachers, the podcast where we rethink English teaching for the 21st century. I'm Marcelo, and each episode will explore new ideas, tools, and reflection to help you teach smarter, not harder. Let's get started. Today I want to tell you a story that shaped my entire month of coaching and honestly reshaped the way I think about engagement in the English classroom. It all started with a teacher who said something I think many of us have felt. Marcelo, my students just disconnect. What unfolded after that became a three-layer journey, a journey through engagement, structure, and task design. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's walk through it together. In our very first coaching session, this teacher described a situation you might find painfully familiar. The class wasn't chaotic, it wasn't loud, it wasn't behavior problems, in quotes. It was worse. It was flat. Students did the activities, but without curiosity. They waited for instructions instead of taking initiatives. They answered questions, but you could see the spark just wasn't there. And this is when something clicked for me. Engagement isn't about entertainment, it's about cognitive activation. If the students aren't invited to think early and think meaningfully, their brains just check out. This was our first layer. Once we dug deeper, something else emerged. The flow of the lessons wasn't supporting students. Transitions felt abrupt. Tasks appeared without a clear purpose, and students didn't always know why they were doing something. And that's when the why is unclear. Students default to passive mode. So, we rebuilt the flow. We added a predictable thinking routine at the beginning. We smoothed the transitions. We gave students more decision-making moments, and we closed lessons with quick reflections to anchor everything. And this helped a lot. But then, something happened that taught us the third layer. One day, she brought an incredible video to class, a National Geographic explorer telling the story of a night in the African savannah. Everyone else was sleeping on raised platforms, but as a joke, they made her sleep on the ground in a tiny one-person tent. During the night, a lion showed up. It sniffed around her tent, it pressed against the fabric, she was frozen, trying to decide what she'd do if she was attacked, and then the twist. The lion lay down on top of her tent, pinning down her arm, and fell asleep. In a panic, she just sat there for a while, or laid there for a while, and then finally she fell asleep too. And when she woke up, the lion was gone. Okay, the students loved it. Total attention. And then the teacher asked, "Think of a story that you like. Why is it interesting?" And instantly the energy disappeared. Shrugs, silence, generic answers. And that's when I realized students can't produce language they never noticed. The noticing stage was too soft, too general, too opinion-based. So, we rebuilt it. Instead of, "Why did you like the story?" we gave students concrete lenses. a moment of tension, a sensory detail, one narrative tense pattern, a pacing choice or rhythm. Now they had something to look for. They watched the video again, this time with purpose. And then came the magic. Students chose one storytelling move from the explorer's narrative to borrow for their own story. Just one, a deliberate choice. Suddenly, their stories had depth. They were braver. They were intentional. Because noticing fuels creativity and choice fuels ownership. By the end of our coaching cycle, it became so clear. Disengagement isn't about attitude. It's not about motivation. It's not about whether students care enough. It's about design. So 3 layers shape the engagement. Layer 1, cognitive activation. Start the lesson by waking up students' thinking. Layer 2, structure. Create a flow that makes sense with transitions that support attention. Layer 3, task design. Give students a reason to notice and a choice to apply. When these 3 layers come together, even a simple video can become a powerful learning engine. Try this tomorrow. Before a reading, a listening, or a video task, give students 2 noticing lenses. Ask them to borrow one move in their own output, just 2 steps. You'll be surprised how it changes the whole dynamic. Later this month, I'm releasing a full video workshop walking through this reconstruction from the inside out, routines, noticing strategies, and output tasks that you can try right away. If you want the templates, examples, and the printable planner that we use in coaching, they're all inside Pedagogy. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with a colleague who might need it today. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week. Always trying to make teaching a little smarter and a little lighter.